Emoções Sexuais de Cavalo. That is translated to sexual emotions of a donkey from Portuguese to English. And you probably have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, so let me go ahead and fill y'all in a little bit. Check at the bottom of the iceberg. You see it right there all the way at the bottom. Now, this movie is not only shrouded with mystery, but the little bit that we do know is just misinformation. You know, misinformation of it was produced by the government to fill the people's needs. What else did it fucking say? That there's several versions of this movie, and that there's other versions where they're like people like mixing them up and just making up a whole bunch of shit about it. Don't worry, I spent all night doing a shit ton of research, and my eyes and retinas are burned to a point where I just can't undo the fucking damage that's already been done. So with all that shit being said, I'd really appreciate it if you like and subscribe, because I got led to a couple of websites where I've seen some shit that I just will never unsee. And by the title of the video, you know, sexual emotions of a donkey / horse, I'm pretty sure you can come to the conclusion of some of the shit I saw last night. So I really appreciate it if you support the channel. Now, one thing I do want to say, I'm going to actually go over the entire movie in a later video. This is kind of a what is it, where I'm going to give you a whole bunch of information about the director, how the movie came to be, and all this crazy shit. But I will not go in depth on some of these scenes because I can't, because YouTube is going to ban the fuck out of me. So you can actually find those videos and clips on my Patreon, which I'll be making inside the future. So go ahead and check that shit out, while I'm going to go extremely in depth just for the sake of keeping my YouTube channel. But I'll still cover it a little bit over here, but I won't go in as in depth. Now also check out my Discord due to the fact that I'm always in there chilling and shit. So Emoções Sexuais de Cavalo is translated to sexual emotions of a horse. Now there's another one called Emoções Sexuais de Jegue, which means sexual emotions of a donkey. It's the same exact fucking movie, to an extent. If you get the one that's called Donkey, that is the cut version, where they take out a 4-minute scene that includes a horse. Now if you get the Cavalo version, which is the original, uncut, uncensored version, it has a 4-minute scene where these people have this gigantic fucking orgy, and they take that orgy to a fucking horse. And I'll let your mind ponder and imagine what the fuck they do over there. And yes, it's 100% real. It was to the point where I wanted to put fucking bleach in my eyes. You know, I ain't the same motherfucker that I was yesterday. Let's just keep that shit straight. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, if you get the donkey version, it's 4 minutes shorter. Instead of 1 hour and 12 minutes like the horse version, it's 1 hour and 8 minutes if you get the donkey version. They changed the poster. They changed everything about it. Now, one thing I do want to cover, it's made by a guy named Sadie Baby or some shit, or Sadie Ploth. It sounds like some weird ass SoundCloud rapper name. And the thing is, this guy is a weird fuck. Let's just get this shit straight. I saw his Facebook and his Twitter. He has not uploaded this since like 2011. And this guy has a very shitty ass, shady fucking past. He's made plenty of movies like this and other weird shit, like some shit with some person dressed, some midget dressed as a monkey fucks a bitch on a beach. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's got a couple screws loose in his head, right? And would you believe that he's in prison nowadays? Wow, who could have came to that conclusion? But not for these type of movies, okay? And as a matter of fact, he made a movie back in 2008 that was a porno that included his own daughter, okay? And apparently, that movie also included a couple of minors, and the government seized all the fucking, you know, tapings of that. And what would you know, it was never said that he was actually arrested for that. Some fucking how. Okay, it's not even one minor, it was a couple of minors. And apparently the government just seized it. He didn't go to jail for it. It was never said that he went to jail for it. But he actually went to jail, funny enough, about 2013 for like fraud. Because he kept opening up bank accounts with some chick, and they kept writing out checks and using credit cards and not paying for none of that shit. So that's what got him in jail. Not because of all this other crazy shit that includes animals and others crazy shit that apparently included kids. But because credit card. I'm just as blown away as you are. So one thing I also want to say, man, this movie was made in 1986. There's this huge fucking rumor where I don't know where it came from, where people were like, under the Brazilian dictatorship, they made animal porn for the people. Where the fuck did that come from? Who said that? Where does that come from? I literally searched for hours and that shit never came up. So apparently Brazil was under some dictatorship from 1964 to like 1985. And they had a whole bunch of shit banned. And apparently they had porn banned for public consumption. So the story goes that they made their own porn, and this is the type of shit they made for public consumption, because if you couldn't get it anywhere else, they would provide it for you. Which makes no fucking sense, because if that dictatorship lasted to 1985, This movie came out in 1986, a year after the dictatorship crumbled. So how can you produce something when you're not even there to produce it? So right there, logically, that whole story with the fucking we banned porn and all that, it doesn't make any sense. Plus, I've seen research that says that there was porn movements back in the 80s, and all this weird shit in Brazil. So this doesn't make any fucking sense logically. So I don't know where that whole entire fucking bullshit with the government funded it and produced it came from. Send me some citations, because of course it just doesn't make any sense. Again, the government crumbled in 85. This was released in 86. So how could they fund it and, would have made it? It doesn't make any sense. Now, with that being said, we're going to look at the covers of this. Now, if you want the uncensored covers, go to Reddit. I'm going to put that link down below because I'm not going to be uploading the covers over here. I'll show you a little piece of it, but I'm going to have most of it cut off for the safety of my channel, as per usual. So you got the original, Emoções Sexuais, Jegue, Cavalo, which is the uncut version with the horse scene. And it shows some chick, looks like fucking Bobby Hill from King of the Hill. And she got a horse. Look like she giving a stone cold stunner to the fucking horse. That's just about it. Ain't nothing crazy going on here. Then you got this other picture with this fucking blonde chick, right? She got the old classic 80s mullet thing going on. She naked as fuck. And she's hugging this donkey that looks fucking smacked. I mean, this donkey looks high as shit. And I remember there was a scene in the movie, it's in both versions, where she puts a butt in the donkey's face. That's one lucky son of a bitch, I'll tell you that much. So with that being said, those are both of the covers. You want the uncensored covers, go ahead, click that link, and it'll link you to Reddit down below where I'll upload the uncensored covers. So if you want to know a little bit about the movie before I head out, I'm glad to give all this information to y'all. Prepare to have your mind blown, because what I'm about to say is going to make zero fucking sense, okay? So, straddle the fuck down, put your seatbelts on. You're just about to get your fucking brains blown out, like Kurt Cobain. So, this is how the story goes. A guy who has AIDS escapes prison. He rapes a chick in a coffin, and she enjoys it at a point. And after he's done raping her, he goes to his home village, in which he finds out his girlfriend is pregnant. And after interrogation, he finds out that his father impregnated his girlfriend while he was in prison. So he kills her. And then he goes to hunt down his father. He goes to his father's house. He's like, where the fuck is this bastard? And he finds his sister there. And his sister is impregnated by his father. And what the fuck am I talking about? You probably lost. You're probably lost about 5 sentences ago. Now, of course, he's still hunting her down. Then there's a whole bunch of scenes with animals that I don't know what happens, okay? This chick puts her ass in an ass's face. Puts a butt in a donkey's mouth. And then at a point, there's this huge fucking orgy. And earlier in the movie, there was like this cop that holds 2 guys at gunpoint. And they have this gay orgy. And fucking there's this bisexual orgy in a bar. And then this orgy spills out. And then there's this one horse just standing there chilling in the cut. And that horse, man... we're not gonna talk about what they do. But anyway, then this fucking dude busts through, he's trying to hunt down and kill his father. He has a chainsaw and he's fucking killing people, just killing everybody in his way, just leaving this path of blood on this hunt. And at the end of the movie, he does inevitably kill his father. What the fuck? That's all I gotta say. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm done here. I think I'm done here. I think I'm fucking done here. Yep. Though that shit being said, like, favorite, share, most importantly, comment and subscribe. Check out my Patreon because I'm going to go over that horse scene very, very in-depth on Patreon. Next video coming up is going to be Ogre's Collection Volume 3. And then I'm going to do the sexual emotions of a donkey/horse. And then I'm going to go fucking kill myself. Peace.